Okay, y'all. So I am back. You know what? And I apologize because I keep having these technical difficulties and I can't even blame nobody but myself. But I am back. So I'm finishing up. I'm circling back and Big Bookworm was here. So I apologize to you because the stream went down and Michael, the both of you, I apologize. But anyway, we back on it. We ain't gonna stop. We gonna fall off and get back on. So we are right back on it. Okay. So we were talking about previously. We were talking about the situation with Shannon Sharpe, and we were talking about Shannon Sharpe's messy, toxic relationships. So that's what I'm about to pick up right where I left off. So let me get over there. And share that. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. We're going to start it over. Oh, so before I get into it, just as a refresher, the point of this was to talk about the fact that apparently Shannon Sharpe has had some issues before with women. He's had other lawsuits. He's currently involved with in a lawsuit with that lady, Michelle Evans. And I think that started sometime last year, defamations, a whole bunch of other things. And then apparently there have been other incidents that may not have made it to court, but there were suits and domestic issues. So this video is going to talk a little bit about that. So let's listen.
Shannon Sharpe is one of the greatest tight ends to ever lace up a set of cleats. He dedicated his entire life to football and told the Pro Football Hall of Fame, "I ate, I drank, I slept, and thought football. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't take vacations. I didn't own a yacht. I didn't have a whole bunch of hobbies other than working out and getting ready for the upcoming season." Country. After 14 seasons, 8 Pro Bowls, 62 touchdowns, and 10,060 receiving yards, he retired from the NFL and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011. Despite his accolades in the league, Shannon has been involved in some tomfoolery off the field. From his volatile relationships, recklessly spreading his seed, a steamy Instagram live stream that set the internet on fire. That's my Michelle. Y'all messy as hell. And of course, we'll be discussing those allegations. Lord, this is gonna be messy, ain't it? Before we jump into this hot, stinking mess, if you ask me to, I just might eat some snacks and keep them in my mouth forever. Don't forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of applewood smoked bacon jerky, blue raspberry licorice, and gummy sour peach rings. Y'all know how I feel about them gummy sour peach rings, honey. To give you some better insight, we have to take you back to June 26, 1968, when Shannon Gold Sharpe was born in Chicago, Illinois. When he was 3 months old, his grandmother, who was already raising 9 children of her own, took a train to Chicago to pick up Shannon, his older brother Sterling, and his sister Libby, so she could raise them in Glenville, Georgia. Shannon told the Denver Post, "In our culture, when the parents are having a tough time, the grandparents take care of the kids." Oh, okay, so mommy issues and daddy issues. Got it. At any given time, close to 14 people lived in the house. His grandmother always prepared a chicken dinner on Sundays and hot dogs or hamburgers on white bread every Friday. On other days, they ate meatloaf, and Shannon told the Denver Post that he would always grub on possums, squirrels, and turtle meat. On some days, there was no food on the table. His mom would visit for big occasions. However, his dad had a drinking problem, and Shannon only saw him twice. The first time was when he was a young child, and the second time was when he was 13, when he went to view his dad in his casket. While in school, he was placed in remedial reading classes. In 3rd grade, he was sent to a speech therapist to help correct his lisp. They need to fire her ass. She didn't do her job. He found out early on that poking fun at other students would prevent kids from making fun of him, his speech impediment, and his tattered clothes. He said, "We didn't have sleepovers. We didn't want anybody to see."
So he does frequently talk about his meager beginnings. I think I even heard in one interview he did when he was talking to somebody else who was on his show, where he actually, they would shower outside their bathroom, like they had an outhouse and stuff. It's recent, like 30, 40 years ago. So he does come from very humble beginnings.
See how we lived, but if I could make people laugh, they wouldn't focus on what was wrong with me. After high school, he played college football at Savannah State. He graduated in 1989 with a degree in criminal justice and a minor in history. He entered the 1990 NFL draft and was selected by the Denver Broncos in the 7th round. He was known as the mouth of the Broncos because he couldn't keep his lips shut for nothing. He told CBS News, "They thought it was talking to garner attention, but I was talking to keep from hearing my grandmother's pain." By the start of his second season, Shannon was slanging his dang-a-lang all over the damn place. He told Sports Illustrated that his 3 children by 3 women were all born in 1992. He said, "I was stupid, but I love my kids, 2 girls and a boy. I call them, I see them. I love to call them and see them more, but I hate talking to their mothers. Hate. My grandmother didn't raise me to hate anybody, but I really hate hearing their voices." Now, there's something to be said if you can't get along with at least one of them. If all 3 of them feel the same way about your ass, it might be you, Shannon. And I can imagine they hate hearing your lisp when you call. They didn't make them kids by themselves. Stop tripping. Shannon explained that if he were a regular Joe Schmo making $20,000 a year, he wouldn't have any children. However, he truly believed that his children's mothers plotted on him after seeing how kind he was and how close he was to his family. Nobody told you to nut up in them, Shannon. You did that all by yourself. Your family wasn't in the room.
Yeah, I can't stand it when men blame women for having these babies that they allegedly didn't want or whatever the circumstances. Do you not know how to use birth control? Quit blaming a woman. It takes 2. And after, okay, let's say you had 1 mistake, but 3, Shannon, that's on you, bro.
My mama wasn't in the room. Let's not play them games, Shannon Sharpe. As far as his relationship with his children, well, he admitted during an episode of his Nightcap podcast that he was a terrible parent. He said all he could think about was football, and the sport completely took over his life. As of this video, he has mended his relationship with his children. In that same interview with Sports Illustrated, Shannon said he grew up wanting to have a wife, a dog, 1.5 kids, and a house with a white picket fence. But he knew that it was something he would never experience due to his own actions. He said, "But it's my fault. I was reckless in my behavior with those women." He was extremely meticulous with his lifestyle and stuck to a strict schedule that included the same food every day except on Fridays. He didn't have a lot of friends and preferred spending time alone. He didn't know any of his neighbors and he didn't want to get to know them either. He added that even if his friends stopped by unannounced, he wouldn't bother opening the door because he hated surprises. He also said he changed his phone number once a month. Yeah. Is he okay? Lee, you sound nutty as hell. It's giving a little ticky boom boom. I can't relate to some of that. Don't come to my house unannounced. I'm talking about you just in the neighborhood. The devil is a lie. You finna be right there on that porch. He kept his clothes neatly organized and all facing the same direction on the clothes hangers. His pantry was perfectly organized as well. He told Sports Illustrated he even put everything in a special order in his bathroom, and one time a girlfriend shifted his bottles just an inch and it drove him crazy. By the time of his 1999 Sports Illustrated interview, he wasn't interested in dating because he had a tough time loving women the same way he loved his mom, his grandma, and his sister. I need to talk to somebody, where you only the sofa, lying down or sitting up, and somebody is on the other side of you with a pen and a piece of paper taking notes. Whatever you want to call that. That's what you need to do. He admitted to being lonely at times, but he was never lonely enough to settle down and get married. He admitted to being selfish, and every time he got into a relationship, his woman tried to change him, and he didn't want to deal with it anymore. Many years later, during an episode of his podcast, he stated that he ruined so many relationships. He added, "Broke men will lie to impress a woman. A rich man will lie to test a woman. You'll not go broke chasing women, but you won't lose a woman chasing money, so I had to balance that out, right?" What? He's very strict with his women as well, and even broke up with a woman after she passed gas in front of him. Men like this do have an issue. Let me tell you why. Because men like this objectify women. They see women as these pretty things that are not human.
Like women don't pass gas or go number 2 or belch. And it's an issue. It's a problem because when they objectify women this way, they don't see us as humans or with intrinsic value other than our beauty. Like we're just toys to be played with and then put away. And that's an issue. That's a problem. Now, there's something also to be said for being ladylike. Now, if she raised her whole leg and just rolled over and let it out, that's different.
He also said he would never use the restroom in front of a woman and would actually leave the house or send his woman to the store so he could blow up the bathroom.
Shannon got some issues. I'm sorry, but how you gonna have a real relationship when you gotta go to the corner store and to the gas station? Like, that's not normal. It's some issues here.
In private. In June 2004, his ex-girlfriend, Erica Evans, went to his Atlanta home to pick up their son. She said that at some point, Shannon lifted her up and placed her outside his home against her will. She went to the authorities 2 weeks later, and Shannon turned himself in and posted a $1,000 bond. The charges against him were later dropped after Erica and Shannon attended a few hours of mediation. ESPN reported that Erica was one of 3 women who had been in and out of Fulton County Civil Court with Shannon since March 1994.
See, there we go, right there. Those are the red flags. So he has been having issues with women way back when, similar to R. Kelly, because I don't know if you guys followed the R. Kelly case, but a lot of these men, they have cases and they get suits and they're able to settle them, out of court or just make it go away. So it sounds like he's had some domestic issues previously.
There were reportedly 10 court cases between Shannon and the women, including paternity and domestic matters. Shannon started dating a fitness and nutrition coach named Katie Kellner. By our calculations, their relationship began sometime around 2007. In September 2010, a woman named Michelle Bundy told the authorities that Shannon forced her to knock boots, threatened her life, and was stalking her. Shannon denied the allegations. Nonetheless, he temporarily stepped down from his hosting duties on CBS's NFL Today show until the matter was resolved. Michelle was granted a temporary restriction.
And the fact that he had to step down previously, I think they're going to be looking at his history and say, look, we gave you a chance, because like they even came out yesterday and said he was still going to be doing his ESPN duties and still hosting his regular shows. But they're going to start looking back saying, we had to deal with this with you before. We had to deal with it in this time. And this time they're going to get tired of it because it's not good for the sponsorships. It's not good for advertising for these companies.
Restraining order and later decided to drop it. TMZ contacted her and she revealed she had been in an intimate relationship with Shannon since 2002. She went on to say she decided to drop the order of protection against him out of fear of retribution. She also stated that she felt that she and her child's lives were in more danger with the restraining order in place. In April 2015, Shannon's beloved grandmother passed away. During a speech, he said he walked up to her casket to say his final goodbye.
And if you guys are watching this, can you please hit the like button, you guys? Can we get the likes up? Thank you.
He asked her, "Are you proud, Granny? Are you proud of your baby? Because everything I've done in my life, I've tried to please you." He and Katie reportedly got engaged sometime around 2016. In 2017, an online personality by the name of Cynthia G took aim at Shannon and LeVar Ball for being praised for dating outside of their race, while Black female celebrities are shamed for having white partners. Although Cynthia didn't tag Shannon in the post, he decided to reply to her directly by writing, "Not that it's yours or anyone else's damn business who I date. I don't date for approval and don't need you or others to confirm who or what I am. Enjoy your day."
My grandma used to say, "A hit dog, a holler every time."
He and Katie moved to LA, and by 2017, their 10-year relationship was over.
I'm sorry, but all I can think about is how he was with somebody for 10 years and never used the bathroom in front of them. What did they do when they traveled? Did he think Katie never pooted? Katie don't poop?
Katie quickly moved on and married former baseball player Marlon Byrd. They welcomed a child, and Katie filed for divorce in March 2020. As for Shannon, he decided to shoot his shot at Eddie Murphy's ex-wife, Nicole Murphy. They bumped into each other at a fitness class, but nothing romantic transpired from there. He stays.
Now, Nicole Murphy, she done dated some high profile men. She ain't putting up with Shannon Sharpe's idiotic behavior. She ain't gonna be going to the gas station to use the bathroom. Nicole is very high maintenance. He must be crazy. She's like, I don't have to deal with this. Eddie Murphy's ex, please.
Single for the next couple of years. During a December 2020 interview with Terrell Owens, Shannon said,
I'm looking for someone to partner with, not someone to sponsor. I need you to bring something more to the picnic than your appetite.
In January 2023, Shannon showed his entire ass at a Los Angeles Lakers versus Memphis Grizzlies game after he got into it with NBA player Dylan Brooks. Later on, during an episode of Undisputed, Shannon apologized to the Lakers organization, Dylan, the fans, the Memphis Grizzlies, and his stylist Russell Hollywood Simpson, who was sitting next to him at the game.
I also want to apologize to my stylist Hollywood. Bro, you had an impeccable record before you took me on as a client. And I want to apologize for my behavior because you were in attendance. And if I called...
Y'all know Hollywood is the guy who was his stylist, who everybody alleged that he was having a relationship with.
Any smudge on your resume, I'm deeply sorry for that.
When Shannon mentioned Hollywood's name, everyone's ears perked up. Back in 2012, Hollywood worked as an assistant to Arizona Cardinals safety Kerry Rhodes. In 2013, someone leaked a picture of Hollywood and Kerry all booed up. Kerry denied he was gay, which ticked Hollywood off. From there, Hollywood granted Gossip website an exclusive interview where he gave all the details about how his relationship with Kerry went from being strictly business to blowing each other's backs out. We'll drop a link to Kerry's Gossip interview in our description box.
Yeah, that sounds messy.
So anyway, after Shannon publicly apologized to Hollywood for acting a plumb fool at the Lakers game, online users started to dig a bit deeper into their friendship. They started to notice that Hollywood was always around Shannon, and they were constantly keying at celebrity events. Now, is it possible that they had a business relationship and simply enjoyed each other's company? Absolutely. But of course, online detectives began accusing Shannon of being a part of the LGBTQ community. In July 2023, online sources began speculating that Shannon and Hollywood had parted ways. Although we're unable to corroborate this information, we can confirm that the duo are no longer following each other on Instagram. And that brings us to September 2024, when Shannon live streamed an intimate act on Instagram Live. In the audio, you can hear Unc getting it in with his bedroom partner, whom he called Michelle.
That's my Michelle.
Initially, Shannon claimed he was hacked. However, during an episode of his Nightcap podcast with Ocho Cinco, he admitted he wasn't hacked, and he was just extremely embarrassed that his intimate moment was broadcast on the internet.
I'm embarrassed, someone that is extremely private.
He must not have been that embarrassed, though, because he's now selling merchandise to capitalize off of the moment.
Now, what the hell are them t-shirts gonna say? Or is it gonna be a picture of Shannon with a blue pill between his teeth? Because that's the only reason. We heard what we heard.
Many people think it was all a publicity stunt, especially since it's nearly impossible to accidentally go live on Instagram without pressing a series of buttons. Others think the stunt was a way for Shannon to put the gay rumors to bed once and for all. Either way, we're sure this won't be the last time Shannon...
Now, in terms of the host little scandal with him in Hollywood, so Shannon Sharpe, denied that he was bisexual and all of that stuff and denied that he had a relationship. However, if memory serves me correctly, Hollywood reached out to Tasha K, and I can go back and find that. But I think Hollywood was kind of subliminally suggesting that he did have a relationship with Shannon Sharpe. So he kind of was having a different online, and I think he posted some things to kind of make it look like they were in a relationship or at least slept together, allegedly.
Shannon's love life makes headlines. But until then, we're just going to sit here, eat our snacks, and mind our business. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching RRG.
So, yeah, I mean, just based on that video right there, we can tell that Shannon Sharpe has a history of some tumultuous relationships with women. And, it sounds like he's been in the courts, civil suits, yes, previously. And the current case, he has 2 pending cases right now. Well, I should say open cases that are civil cases. But I also want to go and shout out to AT2. He did a video because I was talking about this yesterday, and I specifically remember when Monique was on his show, and Monique had tried to give him some advice. She said, I heard you don't mess with Black women, but I know that's a lie because your kids is Black. And so I want to talk about that because I didn't know AT2 had done a video about it. So I'm going to fair use, play a little bit of his video, and let's talk about this here with Shannon Sharpe. So let me share this tab, and we're going to listen to what Monique, because she probably knew behind the scenes what they have been saying about Shannon. hear all that. Okay.
It's your boy AT2. And remember in the last show, I was telling you guys that Monique was trying to warn Shannon Sharpe that he was going down the wrong road. He messing with all these young girls. And I wanted to go ahead and pull this clip up and do a live reaction to it because it perfectly explains everything that Shannon Sharpe is going through right now. For those of you who don't know or didn't see the last show, Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $50 million for sexual assault and battery. And him messing with these young girls got him into this situation. Let's be honest about that. I'm going to go ahead and play the intro and we'll go right into it.
And I agree with that because the woman that's suing him now, she's in her 20s, he's in his 50s. What the hell you think she want with you other than a bag? I mean, come on.
I think she's a controversial figure. However, Monique been speaking the truth, especially when it comes to the disparities between Black women getting paid their worth. She was right. And you know she's been blackballed. So let's go ahead and get into what she said to Shannon Sharpe because this was his warning. And mind you, this was over a year ago. This is when he was still messing with the girl because according to the lawsuit, he's been messing.
And if you guys think about it, Monique went on his show. You know, these people, they all, I'm not saying they weren't in the same social circle, but they all know each other or they know somebody that knows somebody. They hold these Hollywood secrets. So she had probably been hearing rumors about, you know, the fact that he prefers white women, the fact that he messing with these young girls. She probably had got wind of it before she appeared on the show because she kind of clowns him about it in a way that subtly, if you catch it, you catch it.
He messed with her all the way up until this year, 2025. So let's see what Monique had to say.
I don't know if you said this, so I don't want to quote it because I could be wrong.
Okay.
But someone said Shannon Sharpe don't mess with Black women.
Mm-hmm.
And
before you go any further, can I say this?
Please.
My grandmother told me something.
We didn't think he messed with women, but Black women. Oh, we going there.
That's silly.
I don't think it's I hate when people say, "Oh, you."
Can you please hit the like button? Let's get the likes up, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Thank you.
You don't date Black women or whatnot, right? I think more or less you can have a preference, but you can still date Black women. I think Shannon is the one with a preference, but he does date Black women. His kids are Black, right?
When I was a little boy.
And I want to weigh in on that whole thing. Everybody should be entitled to have their preference and date who they want. I think it's kind of disparaging though when you put your own race down, even if they're not your preference, you don't have to disparage them or say negative things, especially if your mama and your daddy were African American. I mean, it's just as a public figure, you got to be careful because there are a lot of white Americans who disparage Black people already. So when they come for Black men, then you're pretty much validating the fact that they have the right to treat you like dirt as well. I'm just saying you can't have it go both ways. So that's just my 2 cents.
She said, boy, never chase a lie.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
Why?
And you never said that, right?
I've never said that.
Okay, so that's why I said.
I got Black kids.
That's what I said. I said, them babies Black.
Yes.
They not confusing.
Yes.
We ain't.
Monique was saying, I know you not. Monique was reading him the way Black women can't talk about. I know you must because Ninja, you black. Look at you. Like, I know you ain't got the nerves to be trying to be up here not liking somebody. Look in the mirror. I know where she was going with this, but she did it. She read him so, she did it with such grace and class that it just kind of went over his head, in my opinion.
Ain't trying to see if she Latin or Dominican. They black. They mama got black. Everybody that Shannon messed with was black, right?
Yes.
Black. Okay? You a football player with a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into a city and you was in your prime, you had your pick. It's no different for a woman. When I went to a city, everybody wanted to be Professor Ogilvy.
Monique played in the Parker. She was Nikki Parker, and Professor Ogilvy, she was chasing him. And that's what.
And she's probably right. I mean, women see, and that's another thing. Men always think that just because they're the celebrities, women are after them. No, when you are a person in a position, you have male groupies too. Women have groupies as well. Some of the first ladies in the church have female groupies. I'm telling you, it's not just the men.
Where that joke come from? That's funny. And I love the Parkers too.
Hey, and I would pick them.
you look like you could be.
But see, here's the thing. Now, Mo, all of a sudden, you being this fat black woman, it ain't a problem. You gotta remember, I remember you said it was.
Well, let me say this.
First.
It wasn't never a problem with me being a fat black woman, because real black men, they like them in all shapes and sizes, all complexions. It is these new Negroes that get into, she gotta be this way, she gotta be that way. But real black men, if you can bake a pound cake naked.
See, he's sitting over there looking, his nostrils just flared up because he know she taking shots at him. I don't care, Shannon. She taking shots at you in a comedic way. Just like when Cat Williams sat up there and say, these women don't like these black men with them big old nostrils, black. He was talking about Shannon Sharpe. These comedians be clowning y'all in your face and you don't even know it.
What y'all talking about?
Dating. What advice is somebody if a group of women were in here?
I love pound cake, but if she ain't lying, making pound cake naked, that's every man's fantasy.
And it's like, come on, they talk to us. How this dating thing? Because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say? What you trying to say? Mo,
I'm looking right at you. I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at you.
See, she told him right there, I'm glad I'm not your age out here looking like a damn fool, because these young folks gonna make a fool of you. All they want is your pension, baby, your wallet. You might as well post your wallet on your forehead. They don't give a damn about you. You old.
Right, and not a 19-year-old, because that's who's suing him, a 19-year-old.
Y'all what Shannon need.
Let me be my life.
AT2 said that's what's pursuing him, a 19. No, she's not pursuing him, baby. She's pursuing that wallet. Let's be real. Let's understand. Let's get the facts together. She's pursuing what's in that leather.
Tell you what my baby need. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old bitch out there that can.
And she was even trying to be nice when she said, you don't need no 26-year-old. Monique, no, you way off. He up here trying to get with a 19, 20-year-old, okay?
Love you old.
Right. Get somebody that can love you old. And there's nothing wrong with dating younger, but damn, Shannon, how young are you going to go? Like, that.
And I agree with AT2. It's nothing wrong with dating younger. My daughter's 25. I'll be damned if she wants some old raggedy, crusty kneed, saggy, bald. No, and I'm not saying that. But the same way y'all look at us once we get a certain age, do you think these young women want to be up with you like that? You wearing Depends and your raisins done shriveled up? Give me a break. If my daughter bought somebody up in here twice her age, I would be like, I know you getting paid for this, baby. I know you getting something. What do a young woman, a 20-year-old, want with a 50-year-old man? Be realistic. The same way if a 50-year-old some women get these young men, ma'am, I know you paying for it. Don't be delusional. I'm just saying.
Girl that he's being sued by, and mind you, they released the text messages. She was looking for one thing. She was looking to either get pregnant or she was looking for a baby, according to the lawsuit. She was looking. She was looking to get pregnant and she was looking for some money, according to the text messages that were released. And she was a freak.
Trying to hang out with these young bitches, and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. Dang. When they want you to go for the fourth round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I need you want some money to go to Starbucks?
Monique is like they say about Diddy, you just got to say no, okay?
Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that fourth round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'll be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school.
Now, I don't know. She said Elladora. there's an Eldora in when I went to school with, and that is an old school name. I only know one Eldora. I don't even know if they popular no more, but that's an old name.
Eldora. I ain't never heard of it. That's an old school name right there, Eldora. And that's what he need, an Eldora, somebody who's gonna take care of him. And you over here chasing young Pootie, like why, Shannon? Look who you are. In the media space, you are a big star. Like you're,
and it's kind of the same. And it's really sad that these men, get in these positions, and for whatever reasons, they don't have, I'm gonna say, dick control, whatever, because now your bag is in jeopardy. Now even if you don't have to get this woman $50 million, you're gonna have to pay an attorney because they're the ones getting rich. You're putting out money. Like, what are we doing here? What are we thinking? Like, I know you can find some decent women or situations where you're not doing this. Like, have some dick discipline, something. I mean, damn.
You're ruining it over like some, I don't even want to say like a good time, because you could get you somebody around your age that would be worth a good time. Like, it's something about these rich men love paying for it that it just, I don't, maybe because I'm broke, I can't really talk about paying for it, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Eladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Eladora, if he do like it, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I like
she don't have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clap it for me. Come on now. These young gals will bite you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, guess I gotta come on home.
Come on home, Shannon. And y'all stop putting lies out about my brother, because I was in my feelings when y'all said he didn't date black women. Y'all stop that shit. You stop it. Now he might throw a white one in there every now and again. And it's okay. It's okay. Because sometimes they...
Yeah, she was telling him, right? I mean, look at what the situation he's into now. And apparently he's had this situation before. So now some people are trying to say, oh, well, he was getting ready to ink $100 million deal. That's why they did it to him. I don't see, I do believe in conspiracies, but I don't believe that's the case. It takes a minute to build a lawsuit, like I said yesterday. And the other thing is that, why is it like men like Ice Cube? He been married for 20 some odd years. He been good. I mean, I haven't heard too many cheating scandals. I feel like most men, especially at that level, they probably step out on their wives, but he done inked some big deals. Ice Cube is worth some millions. So why is it that it's a particular man who's always in some big-ish, but then there's some men who could settle down, get a wife, and she ain't got to be black, but whatever, that are family men and they do pretty decent. But no, you got to be out there chasing the tail, chasing the skirt. Remember that song? No, getcha. No. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's on you, Shannon. That's Shannon's problem. Don't be blaming white folk did this because he was getting. No, it's plenty of black men who ink big deals and they just fine. It's your behavior. It's your behavior.
We ain't into everything. We don't do everything. So sometimes Uncle Shay Shay need a spice of life. Yeah, see?
There you go.
He need to go cry. So sometimes Uncle
and I agree with Monique when she say, yeah, go out there. Now, when you're a woman of a certain age, yeah, it's some issue we ain't into. So if the money is right, the relationship is cool, go get that outside. Don't bring nothing home to me. So I hear what she said.
Because sometimes we ain't into everything. We don't do everything. So sometimes Uncle Shay Shay need a spice of life. Yeah, see?
There you go.
He need to go cross the street, but he always gonna come back. That's all we said to you, Oprah and Tyler. Come on home. Come on home. Come on home. Come on home.
Sierra.
No, I know Monique was being funny, but it's so crazy because what Shannon Sharpe is going through, this describes it perfectly. Like, get you a girl that can bake you some food, make you some food, can cook for you, rub your feet. Like, what you doing with that 19-year-old? Yes, 19 is...
So I don't know if you guys follow the comedian Mark Curry, but Mark Curry even has jokes about older men dating women. Like, when you dating a particular woman up, over 40, 45, something like that, when you come over, they got food ready and they got some stuff around in their homes that need to be fixed, right? Get yourself some real women versus these little young girls. What you think a young girl want with your old dusty, rusty ass? It's just crazy.
Legal. Let's put that out there. Let's be clear, because I'm not trying to say Shannon Sharpe is into something illegal, right? But get you somebody that you could actually build something with. Like, you have too much to lose. And it's so convenient that this lawsuit comes out when you're allegedly supposed to be signing a deal for $100 million. So conveniently, this lawsuit drops, and then you tied up with this mess. You're tied up in this mess. You already had it with that's not the sale, you know, with the IG video that you accidentally went live, which you can't do that. But you had that situation, and now you have this. And mind you, this isn't a past relationship. Well, technically, I guess it is in the past, but it's the past of this year. It stated that January 2nd, 2025 was the last time they had an interaction.
Okay, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause AT2 right there. Then I'm gonna jump to Mark Curry. I hope this is the right video where Mark was telling, talking about how it's different when you date more mature women, which is probably what Shannon Sharpe should have been doing.
Older women be ready. Older woman, you go over their house is warm, fireplace going, house smell like apple cinnamon. They give you wine in a proper glass. They got plaques, certificates, they graduated from places, been on vacation, a little jazz music playing. They got nice furniture. They have actually something you can put the cup down on. Big glass of M&Ms. Mm-hmm.
See, them the type of women Shannon Sharpe should have been dealing with. Somebody who has something. Some women who has something to lose.
Young women, they got no furniture. House look like this. They yelling from the kitchen, my furniture in storage. Yes. Is your heater in storage too? Go to an older woman's house, she flirting with you. She kissing your neck. You just, Hold on. Let's just, do you do this to everybody? I mean, God. Older women make love to you. You wake up, your clothes folded.
Can we get the likes up, please? Y'all, please hit the like button.
Your shirt looked better than when you came in with it. She put a crease down your pants. I ain't had a crease since the 80s. You smell bacon and biscuits cooking. Older women got real food. Real food. Young women be having Hot Pockets. You want a Hot Pocket and a popsicle? Is this Sunny Delight? Oh my God. Older women, woo! Having the whole food. They got the little napkin holder. They got the syrup and the little, syrup thing. Butter. Oh, I didn't know the butter was under here. You feel decadent. Mm-hmm. They let you eat your bacon first. You like a little kid. Mm.
Oh, so that, I just remember when Mark did that. That's what Shannon Sharpe probably needed. He needed somebody more on his level or something like that. But anyway, y'all, so that's what happened. As you know, I'm going to play this one last time for those that didn't hear it. And I'm sure you guys have probably heard it by now. But let's just play this. The woman has come out with some audio, which is pretty bad for Shannon Sharpe. Let's listen to it one more time, and then we're going to jump on over to Ray J.
With Mochi Health, I've lost 30 pounds.
Let me let this commercial play. But yeah, you guys, it's crazy. And not to knock, I understand older men, mature men, they might not want a woman of a certain age. I get it. But damn, if it's like 30, do y'all even listen to the same music? Y'all can't even talk about stuff that happened in the decades with, you know what I'm saying? Like movies and childhood memories. Y'all are in like two different spheres. Okay, here we go. It's going to start. Let's kind of slow in the beginning, you guys.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Okay, so he has already come out and said that there are audio clips and things of him saying certain things that are being taken out of context, that they were role playing. Based on what I just heard, it don't sound like role playing to me. It sounds like a threat. I mean, it sounds like what it is. And another thing I'm noticing here, like this was a 20-year-old girl. And I'm gonna put myself, because I'm a woman of a certain age. Okay, I'm a mature woman. Negro, you not gonna don't be now. You want to be a D to me? You know, click dial tone. See, it's certain things that they try to manipulate and get over on with these young girls. You know, we're not about to do that dance. I told your ass that I need 2 tires on my car. F you, hang up. Like, we're not doing all of this, right? And then it's the young, meek little white girls. But you see, she already put a price tag on it. $25K for each cheek. So I'm just saying, you know, they get these young, oh, now you're trying to be a D to me. Negro, we ain't playing them games. We not, you know, I don't know. It just seems like these older men, they try to get women that they, you know, think are a little bit more easy or that they can manipulate. And you know they paying for it. But anyway, that's Shannon Sharpe's story. I'm sure there's going to be more stuff coming out. She wants $50 million. He's released the text messages. The problem with his text messages is that his attorney has not released the full thread because they don't want us to see what he was saying to her, okay? Because what we're hearing is that there was some race play, and that's just not going to look good. He's going to lose a huge audience, and not to mention, this is going to be bad for his jobs. I'm just saying, for sponsorships. And that $100 million deal he was about to ink, what happened to that? We got to see if that's even going forward or if that's going to be put on pause. And for those of you that are just joining, just know he's got some other issues. I thought this was just a money grab, you know, for the girl. But now, as I delve deeper into it, Shannon has had some issues before, and he also has another lawsuit pending. But let's talk about Ray J. Let's switch gears and get over here to Ray J. So y'all know Ray J had been going back. Well, first of all, I don't know what's going on with Ray J, right? Ray J has been I don't know if Ray J is taking pharmaceuticals. I don't know if he's having some mental health issues, but you know, over the last few years, he's been threatening to unalive himself. Him and Princess Love, they are on their 4th divorce filing. I think it's the 4th divorce filing, right? And just like about a week ago, I mean, they're supposed to be getting a divorce. Ray J is still living in the marital home. I believe they live in Los Angeles, and they've had the police call. It's been a lot of nonsense. Ray J went on and was talking to Kai Cenat, telling him he wanted to take showers and do the sleepover with him. Kai Cenat put him on blast like, Ninja, what are you talking about? Why are you crazy? So Ray J has just been, I don't know, trying to go viral, whatever. Just a lot. But y'all know that Puffy's sons about a year ago had ran up on Ray J because Ray J was talking about the whole Puffy things and now booties being grabbed and all of this stuff, right? Ray J talks a lot about booty play. I'm just going to say, I don't know. Because I feel like in about a year or 2 or 6 months from now, we going to hear him talk about like what Kanye West is saying, that he been part of that gang as well. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying. But anyway, so now, you know, now all of a sudden he's pro Puffy. So there's an article out, and this is on Sportskeeda. It said, Puffy getting out all that ish. Ray J defends Diddy on Sneako's stream. On Tuesday, April 22nd, Fearbuck shared a minute-long clip from Sneako's live stream where Ray J had joined the streamer and spoke in favor of Diddy. In the video clip, Ray J shared his belief that the disgraced rap mogul was getting out of prison after his ex-trafficking trial concluded. Ray J may know something that we don't know, but I don't think so. Every other day they're adding new charges. There's new indictments, superseding indictment. I mean, I don't think this man is getting out. He asked for an extension, well, to delay it for 2 months. Judge says, hell no, it's going to start May 12th. So I don't know. However, I think there will be multiple continuances. We know that, because he's probably not ready at all. So Ray J says Puffy is getting out. All that is charging the end for is nonsense, bro. He did something bad that we all seen, and that ish is unacceptable. But that's not what the charges are for. The charges are weak, and it's not funny, but it's okay. So let's listen to Ray J. So here's a little clip of Ray J defending Diddy, which I don't know why, because, but anyway, this is Ray J.
Bro, and Puffy about to get out too on the dead homies, nigga. Puffy getting out. All that shit they trying to charge that nigga for is nonsense, bro. He did something bad that we all seen, and that shit's unacceptable. But that's not what the charges are for. And the charges are weak.
Right.
And it's not funny, and it's not okay.
Right. What did Ye say? He said everyone's beat a woman sometimes.
No, that's not cool.
No, yeah. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that's what Ye said.
Hey, was that bad, ladies? Can we get a...
Okay, so why is Ray J in the studio putting on deodorant? You didn't put the deodorant on after you showered. Like, you carrying it around with you? Are you just being funky and just thinking that you don't have to shower, and so you just putting deodorant over funk? Like, what is going on? And the women are sitting there, oh, come on.
Yeah, no, that's terrible. Boo, yeah, fuck yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, boo,
Wow.
boo.
Wow.
How did I get booed? You just said free Diddy.
Wow.
What the fuck is going on?
I said free Diddy.
How do you say free Diddy and I get booed?
Because what I'm saying is what he did, I said was unacceptable.
Right.
But what I'm saying is what he getting charged for
is not that.
It's bullshit.
The baby oil is not true.
Bro, the baby oil shit nonsense, bro.
Facts.
Like, I heard.
And Ray J sitting up here drinking Patron or whatever that is out the bottle. Come on, and oh my goodness, this man has lost.
Niggas was talking about the nigga was sticking remote controls up women's vaginas. That's not okay.
Why are you ooming to that?
Because that's nonsense.
Did you just moan?
Because
She's getting flashbacks. Were you there?
Because that's nonsense.
It's nonsense.
Like niggas ain't doing, like, how niggas gonna watch TV?
Yeah.
Right. That's a good question.
Okay, so Ray J is trying to be funny there. And on that particular case where the woman says that they used a remote, I didn't believe it because it was so many elements of that story that just didn't make sense, but he's trying to be funny.
That's bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Hi, my babies.
Okay, so anyway, that is Ray J. And y'all, thank you for joining. Hit the like as you come in, as you exit. But that's it for now. I'll be back later with another live and some videos. Y'all have a great day, and thank you for joining me today. Bye.